The Big Ten is voted, and now we got a schedule. Guess what? Who's ready for some Big Ten football? The schedule is here. The schedule is here. Do you hear me? Welcome back to Tomorrow's Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. And if you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Also, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below. Everybody has been excited to see and hear that the Big Ten has finally dropped that schedule. I took a look at this schedule from top to bottom. I'm going to have a link of the Big 10 schedule in the description below. Guys, let me tell you something. The first week coming out for this schedule is like, who want the smoke? Because the two teams that made the most noise in the Big Ten for the Big Ten presidents to get out there and finally sit down and have another vote, which is the University of Ohio State and the University of Nebraska Cornhuskers. Guess what? They will be meeting each other come week one. Boy, listen, it's going to be key matchups across the board all season long and within the Big Ten. There will not be any games outside the Big Ten. There's going to be just a straight Big Ten schedule that will be played. And like I said, week one, they got Ohio State Buckeyes versus Nebraska, Purdue versus Iowa, Michigan versus Minnesota. I'm sitting here looking at the schedule now trying to find out which one of these teams are going to run the table. They got 8 weeks. And from the look of it, from what I'm seeing right now with a lot of these teams that are playing football from the other conferences, if the dominoes fall their way, it could very well happen. We very well could see a team that we least expect turn the tables on a team that should make it and end up possibly winning the Big Ten championship. Yes, they will have a Big Ten championship the week before Christmas on December 19th. The Big Ten ain't playing. What got me was Purdue. I'm gonna run Purdue schedule for you, right? Week one on October 21st, they got not Purdue, Iowa. Iowa got Purdue, Northwestern. Week two, Michigan State, Minnesota, Penn State, Nebraska, Illinois, and Wisconsin will be the last game. And then you got the Big Ten championship on December 19th. Ohio State, Nebraska, Penn State, Rutgers, Maryland, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan State, and then Michigan. I'm going to say right now, I hate my Wolverines. I hate to do y'all like this, but hey, my Wolverines, I hate to do y'all like this, but it is. The Ohio State, depending upon what Nebraska brings to the table, they might run the table. But I'm gonna hold after the first week. Then I'm gonna give my overview on who I think in the Big Ten gonna run the table. I will say this: I honestly believe Nebraska and Ohio State will meet each other again in the Big Ten championship, regardless of what everybody's record look like. I honestly believe that. And not to mention, I'm going to even go even further. With the Big Ten now putting out a schedule and then starting on October 24th, I'm going to say this season, there will be a team with a 2-loss record that's going to end up getting in that playoff for the national championship. Watch what I tell you. Because the criteria is going to have to change. You can't keep the criteria to change now. You cannot keep the criteria the same because of the simple fact that everybody didn't start at the same time. 1, 2, all of these teams, a lot of these teams, they're looking lost out there on the field. I'm going to give you, for instance, Florida State lost to Georgia Tech last week, 16-13, and Georgia Tech right now is getting smoked by UCF. Explain it. Please explain it. So, guys, I'm just simply saying to you, there's going to be some 1 and 2 loss teams in this daggone playoff for the national championship this year. I don't see a team that's going to run this thing undefeated. I'm just being honest with you. That I will say. I will say that part. But the Big Ten, I don't see a team. But the Big Ten, I just want to see what happens after week one. Then I'll call it. So I guess I'm hedging my bet. I'm hedging my bet by saying I think a Big Ten team could run the schedule undefeated, and then I'm saying I don't think that the NCAA will have all teams that will be undefeated in the playoffs. I don't. I think you're going to have maybe a 1 or 2 loss team in there somewhere based on their strength of schedule. I'm just being honest with you. And then now you got the Pac-12 talking about how can they get out here and get a schedule going. So we're going to see how this is going to unravel. This is going to be interesting within the next couple of weeks. But yes, guys, the Big 10 has a schedule. Who wants to smoke, baby? Do you want to smoke? Does your team, does your university team want to smoke? I just hope and pray Coach Khaki got my Michigan Wolverines ready. You see him over my shoulder right there. Coach Khaki, hey, Harbaugh, we got to get it together, baby. I see you got players that's opted back in. They know some things on the table, and they want to get this party started. So all I'm saying to you is, hey, make sure everybody ready. We got what, less than a month away? We got what, a little over a month to go ahead and get ourselves together so we can get out there and play some ball. So guys, all I'm saying to you is this. Make it happen. Let's make it happen. Put on the show and let these folks know what time it is. Let these voters that's on that committee, let them know y'all ain't playing. Y'all got to put some points up on some folks, man, to hurt some feelings. I'm sorry. Got to keep your foot on the gas to make sure everybody know you are built to last and you're going to be there when January hits to play for that national championship. But guys, hey, I'm done. And guess what? Always remember, guys, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below. Don't forget to click those thumbs up and subscribe. And always remember, be that one and lead.